Hey there, it's Nancy Blanchard with Screenbeam, and it is Thursday, which means that it is Fun AV Life Podcast. It is hot here in San Jose, but probably not as hot as it is in Vegas, right, James? Ouch. And there we will be next week for InfoComm. You are listening to and watching the AV Life.
Greetings. I am Lady Murphy Daley, defender of the project. And we are here gathering in the AV Life for the pre-show show. You know we're already getting ready for InfoComm, that big event that we look forward to, that is the target that we're aiming for to hit. And we are all here together to talk it out. And you are watching, you are listening to the AV Life. Uh-oh, Brandy, you're muted.
Well, like Brandy works on hers.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is James here, a return writer of the IT and NAV column for the Higher Ed Media, and you are watching and listening to the AV Life.
Go for it, Brandy.
Brandy Johnson.
There
Why
she
didn't
is.
you tell me? Brandy Johnson, PTC Optics. I'm so excited to be in InfoComm because it's hotter than Hades here in Ohio anyway. So why not have it dry instead of humid? Stop by booth N827 and see us. And you are watching the AV Life.
Hey, welcome to the AV Life podcast. My name is Joe Way, and I am the president and founder of the James King Fan Club. I'm excited to cart path with him on Saturday coming up as you are. Well, actually, it would have been last Saturday because you're listening this to on Monday, and we have great things ahead. And that's it. I'm Joe Way.
They're listening to before. Oh, sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
Wow, I'm being hijacked even before my show actually begins. So anyway, I'm your host.
And he is not. I just kicked him off the show. Here's how it goes. He was late to his own show.
And I'm
I
back.
kicked him off his show, and I kicked him off again. And if you show up late to your own show, you don't get the show, Tim. See, I tricked you. You clicked it.
You're making me dizzy.
See, I clicked him back. But
Joe, you need to play well with others.
No, he doesn't play well with others.
Next time.
No, he doesn't.
I won't be crew member next time.
All right, well, yeah, folks, I'm your host, Tim.
I am the host, Joe Way, and Tim Van Woeart is there he is.
This is an alternate universe,
All right,
my friends. We've
I
arrived.
removed Joe Way, and it's
We've arrived in an alternate universe where the evil people have taken over.
Damn it! I forgot he has that power.
Anyway.
Hey guys, I did
Right.
a 4 o'clock this morning. You guys are really making me dizzy.
Sorry,
Exactly.
sorry, Michael. All right, so anyway, sorry, folks. The quality content you're here for, right? Like this is what you're here. So hear Joe like kick me off of my own show. Yeah, folks, I'm here from New Jersey, and here already experiencing so much FOMO from not being at InfoComm, and you are watching and listening to the AV Life. All right.
Go Knickerbockers.
Oh, go Knicks. Go New York. Go New York. Go. Like, hell yeah. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
What about that comeback last night?
I watched it to the end. Like, it was...
My son was not happy. There was all kinds of F-bombs getting dropped downstairs really loud.
No.
Yeah.
Not a Knicks fan, huh?
It was a rough one for me.
He was a pop fan.
It was a rough one for me.
Well, I mean, I can't argue with the folks that are pop fans because I like his style of basketball. Like,
Yeah.
I like that technically sound, old school kind of basketball. I really enjoy that. But because the Knicks are in it and because I'm from the East Coast and because, you know, I give it up on my Nets, I'm rooting for the Knicks. And I'm also saying every game that I've actually watched to the end, they've won. So
You're gonna have to watch every
you.
It's you.
It's only crazy if it doesn't work, you know? So isn't that what they say? But So yeah, go New York, go. So by the time you listen to this, there's possibility that we have a NBA champion. So
Possibly.
So we'll see. But in other sports news,
All the way.
the
You're
World
welcome
Cup,
to listen to the AV Live.
yeah, the World Cup.
Watch the
So much
video.
fun right now.
Why are you shuffling everybody so much?
Well, I
Because
don't
he's
know,
insane.
but I haven't touched you, but you haven't introduced the guest yet. So I'm
Well,
just-
yeah, that's true.
Oh,
So
he's-
anyway,
he's
let's
trying to
break
get
it.
attention.
Yeah, I'm getting distracted. This
I'm
Joe,
getting-
this doesn't play well with my ADHD. I'm just saying.
Just close
Mine
your eyes.
either.
For
This
mine.
is
It's
my
too darn
pre-
late in the evening for that, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my pre-InfoComm ratings right now. I had potential.
You had potential. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce our guest for the evening, who is, I think he's running on fumes with us already. So we're glad he stayed up for us. Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome, Mr. Michael Gunderson to the show.
Oh,
You know,
somebody just
if
disconnect
Michael-
Joe and leave him.
if
because
Michael
disconnected.
Scott had this power in the office, this is what he would be
Yes.
doing.
Yeah.
It's like the episode when Phyllis gets married and he like jumps in and now introducing Phyllis and oh God. All right. Michael
Okay,
Gunderson,
I think I'm done.
you think you're done.
I don't believe you,
That's
but I hope
good.
so.
Michael, before I get cut off, how about you introduce yourself to our listening audience, please?
Michael Gunderson. I am the audiovisual department at Highland Community College in beautiful Northwest Illinois. I have been there since 2007, a full-time employee since 2010. And I just had a revelation about 3 days ago that in the last 16 years, I've spent about $1.7 million on AV on a community college campus, which kind of blew me away.
Wow.
I had no idea it was that much. That was kind of me.
Very cool.
I'm
I
spending-
forgot that I also have control of the sound effects.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he does have that.
He's wearing the
well,
right
Michael,
shirt tonight.
Yes.
Michael, I do have to say, I love
Kidding.
that you said that you are the AV department.
I am. I'm it. I am the AV branch of the
Oh,
IT
wow.
department. I'm a one-person AV department. I've got 50 classrooms with a full complement of LCD projector and gear in them, and 12 conference rooms, and about 8 little huddle rooms, and they, they all have a full complement of gear.
Oh,
So I'm
awesome.
speaking on a quick one of the lightning panels at the Higher Ed Summit about standardization, and it's not just a way to go for me, but it's the absolutely only way to go for me.
So yeah, so hopefully when the people are listening to this, you're getting yourself pumped up to be ready for
Absolutely.
that summit. So we're all looking forward to what that's going to bring. And ladies and gentlemen, coming in, just joined us here, Mr. Steve Borho. How's it going, Steve?
Steve,
Going well. It's going well, Tim. Thanks a lot. Hi, everybody.
you
We
came
get-
at just the right time. Look
Yeah,
at the
you met-
calming influence he has.
I
Yeah,
came
yeah.
at just the right time so that we could be on the podcast together, Murphy.
I'm so glad.
People that have passed each other lately. So there you go.
That's right.
So yeah, we were just getting started, and you missed the chaos.
But there was really no chaos because
Oh.
we realized what it's Joe Way's show this week, because Joe Way is just
Alas.
eliminating all pre-InfoComm stress in one moment. And then
Everyone, he's just getting us.
Joe, for me,
everyone-
you're creating more stress.
all I want to know is how many weeks will I be guest moving forward?
Yeah, you know,
it's piling on right now. So
But you know what? Corey would love this content.
oh, 100%. Yeah, this is totally up his alley. So it's
You know,
chaos.
See what I did there? I probably chopped off half the weeks just by throwing out Corey's name.
Possibly.
you know, Tim, when you said there was chaos, I was thinking, okay, what has Joe done now?
That sounds
Yeah.
about right.
But I did.
Welcome to the Joe Way life.
Yep.
There we go. There
So,
we go.
so we are very happy to have Michael and Steve here as our guests here today. And you know what? I'm also, you know what I'm also thankful for? I am thankful for the fact that James King is here with us tonight. That it worked out that he could be here. This is oh, there you go. The gong.
Actually, that would be a bad thing, right?
I was gonna say, are we taking him off now? Like that's
Yeah.
Also the police.
Oh, they're happens all the time here in
That certainly
Vegas.
sounds like
Bad
Vegas.
boys, bad boys. What you gonna do?
You've got that screen up there, Joe.
Definitely Vegas.
There you go.
There's the James King intro.
I mean, Joe enjoyed my live last night where I broke out the Running Man.
Oh, the Running Man. Yeah, I missed that.
Friend. Amen, sister friend.
All right.
Do you know who that is? Do you know whose voice this is?
Amen, sister friend.
Lex.
It is.
Yeah, that's Lex. Yep.
How about this one?
I am going to come here on the show and say your views are correct.
Jen Weaver.
Ron Epstein. Ron Epstein.
What? Wait, listen closely.
I am going to come here on the show and say
that's a guy.
Your views are correct.
Neto.
That's Neto.
Oh, it's Neto.
That is Neto. Wow.
How do you know this, Neto? Here we go.
I am going to come here on the show and say your views are correct.
Now I hear it. Yeah.
The correct.
I recognize that Jersey voice anywhere.
Well, actually, no one did.
Well, eventually I did.
It's so low.
Yeah.
It was hard to hear.
See, he
I am
keeps that
going
around
to come
just
here
so
on the
that,
show and say your views are correct.
Okay.
and that's why he
can
keeps
hear
it
it better.
around. That's why he keeps it around so that way he can be reminded that sometimes he might just be correct, even when he's not,
Amen, sister friend.
or that too.
He had potential.
He had potential.
I did.
So, all right, folks. So yeah, here we go.
Is there a topic for this show? Because
this is like the kickoff to InfoComm. You know, as like kind of like the last minute reminders for everybody. So here's your reminder to you better have been drinking water.
I did my IV drip yesterday.
Nice. I
do an immune drip, so that way I get all my zinc and vitamin C and
I'm
all.
going to take my fat shot tomorrow because that'll help me save calories.
I take mine Saturday.
Dude, the fat shot is amazing.
It is, but I can't take it after that because I have surgery the week after. So
Oh.
you can't take it if you're going to have surgery.
Well, I don't know which explosion sound effect then.
Yeah. So that means Brandy's going to be in bed eating nonstop.
So Michael, we kind of, I'm just gonna jump right into it. We had, you said you're heading out on Sunday, and what do you? We kind of talked about this last week, but what are you looking forward to most in this upcoming InfoComm?
I'm really excited about networking with peers and just spending some time with the people you are in the HETMA meetings with, and I'll try to avoid Joe as much as possible.
That might be hard to do.
But
he just shows
I
up.
better be careful. He's got power of the button there. But no, it's a lot of fun for me to be a part of the organization, and every time I meet with folks, I'm humbled that a guy from a community college and a little community college of just 2,000 students is part of a wider organization that's actually doing some really great stuff. So that's my big one, and meeting with the manufacturers to keep those relationships going that I have with those. It's always good to catch up with them, and they want to know what kind of projects you're working on, and it's nice to see new products, and it's exhausting, but I think it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for folks that how you organize your time that worth sharing?
I do for somebody new. I gave this on Joe's what'd you call that?
It was the
kind of a lightning round type thing.
Like the
for new people, spend the first 2 hours, get lost. Figure out, orient yourself with the show floor, figure out where the North Hall, the Central Hall are, figure out where the restrooms are, watch for where the free beverages are to get your water for free and not pay $6 at the kiosk or the vending machine, and figure out how the booth numbering works and where it's numbered, and get oriented the first couple hours. And while you're doing that, kind of make note of where some of the ones that you've picked out that you want to go see are at. And then after that, then take your time to make a plan and start visiting the vendors that you want.
I think you're wrong.
Oh.
And let me tell you why. Because Mike actually has the secret sauce. And that is motorized scooter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
That came with a long history of a ankle that was fractured, broken, and ligaments and tendons disconnected.
Go where you want to
go.
go.
Been a two-year process. No, when I my first 8 InfoComms, I was on foot and I did exactly what I just said. You know, you don't have to walk the entire show floor to get lost and figure out, orient yourself. You can do that easily in a section and figure out where the pathways to the next hall are. So you don't have to spend the entire trade show floor getting lost. Just a matter of getting oriented more than anything.
That's a trope to say fail fast, right? Get lost fast, get lost right away. Just like the tech pros do.
It's like getting to a new town. You got to figure out where's north, what the main highways through town are, how you can get out of town quickly if you have to, Joe.
In Las Vegas, you can get lost in the place you're staying, just trying to find your way to the taxi.
That is true. That is very true.
That's why I like to stay the same place. So I am very
absolutely
familiar.
I used to do that too. I used to like to stay at the Riviera. You can't do that no more.
Yeah.
So,
and there's your HETMA booth call out right there, C6023.
Oh, very nice.
By the way, did you notice how they put us in a back corner, which is exactly how we like it?
Yep, exactly. With all of our friends right around.
And he was right in front of us. Blanchard right in front of us. Green Beam and the Abyssa Lounge. We are going to be menaces.
Didn't you prove
Menaci or menaces? Is it menaci or is it menaces?
Menaces.
Very, very large presence.
Yeah, there you go.
But didn't you prove with the very first booth that it didn't matter where you were? That's where the people were going.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point, right? We are a destination. And
you are.
Fun fact. Here's a fun fact. And by the way, Steve, thank you for reminding me that I have an email to send tomorrow.
Okay.
Because by Wednesday, we get vendors asking us, where's your booth next year? So that they can book around us.
Really? Wow.
We don't always know. And so last year we did find out on Friday. Now we need to know ahead of time because, I probably could go to Map My Show 27 and find out. But we are the destination. Well, and it turns out there's companies like, Screenbeam that are right next to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even those who don't like how we are and complain all the time, booth not to be named, later where we are, after their marketing person said, do you know that how many customers they drove to us, moved and overpaid to be next to us?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, not saying
it's all those amazing happy hours, and you got the music pumping,
Mm-hmm.
you got the great DJ,
and there's a happy hour every day. So
2 to 5 or 2 to 4, and this year we're introducing the very first thing, and I'm the only one who's seen the guest list so far. The very first VIP qualified buyers happy hour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where we're bringing people that have active projects with an approved budget with vendors, and we're playing match game. That, I guarantee you, will be the most valuable hours of everyone's thing. We're trying to see, and by the way, will it be 100% perfect? Probably not, right? We're trying it for the first year, but we already have 117 people signed up. That's our,
that's awesome.
40 vendors and 80 customers that have active projects with approved budgets to play match game. And our bar is switching from our normal bar to high-end cocktails. We have entertainment. We're putting and the beautiful thing is that everyone crowds in. They can go over to they can hang out at the Screen Beam booth. They can go hang out at the Avixa booth. Granted, it costs. You know how much it costs to have security there, by the way? No. Oh my God,
a lot.
It's
Vegas.
$100 an hour per person, and you have
How much?
$600 per hour per person.
Wow.
$1,200, and we have to have 6 of them just to put this thing on. So you all better make some deals. If you don't make, then we ain't doing it.
So
not just in the farm, we're bringing in high-end cocktails.
Yeah. So yeah, I heard about that. You're running a speakeasy after hours.
Yeah. Everyone leaves, and then we bring you all back in, and we're playing match game. If you have a project and you're looking to hey, I've got to do all these classrooms and I need a camera, figure out what to do. Great. PTZ Optics is right here. She's here. When you show up, your badge, we're going to put colored dots on your badge of what you're looking for, because to sign up, you have to. And by the way, go to our Eventbrite, or just go to highlandav.com/InfoComm26 and you find the link there. But what you do is you're going to get a colored dot. And depending upon what you do and what you're looking for, so hey, I'm doing 20 hybrid classrooms, and I'm looking for microphones, I'm looking for cameras, I'm looking for this. You're going to get the colored dot, and then the colored camera companies are going to have a different colored dot on their badge, and then the control thing. So we're going to be able to play match game. We know where you are, and I think this is going to be great, and it's going to be controlled, and therefore the whole goal is. Are you going to make a deal that night? No. But what you are going to do, you're going to get a quality call the next week. And you're going to know what you want to solve. You're going to find out the things. It's the only time, because of the way things work, we can't share our entire scan list, right? Because all the scans. Right. But we're going to separate it out with our Eventbrite. That's why we did an Eventbrite for it. So everybody gets all of the attendees who show up for that event. So therefore you can match later too. And you meet it and you get color coded. What are you looking for? And that's the whole point, because we've heard this so many times from our members go, I'm here, you're doing a great thing, but I'm trying to buy, I'm looking at a wireless presentation system, but I don't know who to talk to. And yeah, I know they're here, but I don't know who they okay, well, here they are. They're the color in green. Well, actually, green is saved for the board of directors. Okay, they're the color, right? You know what I mean? And then, but here they are. Here's who you're going to find. Connect your colors. Oh, I need to find, I've got this thing. We're just going to redo all of our projectors this year. Okay, great. Blue. Find them. Here they are. And that's the whole point. Meet, find, connect. These are the people these are our customers, and these are also the people who support higher ed. Because if you're here, that means you love our vertical, and you're not sending a random email. You're actually saying, I want to be here. I'm putting my time to this. Get the connection. And then afterwards, we're going to share all of the connections. So everybody it's all about having a good time that night, finding the person, and having a quality call the next week.
Yeah. That's a great concept. And it's funny.
And will it be perfect? I don't know, but we're trying it. We've never done it. No one's ever done it.
Yeah.
But
I will say it sounds very fraternity party-ish, which I love.
I liked it.
It's kind of joke.
And yeah, so that's why I'm confident it'll be successful in some level, and yeah, like you said, Joe, is it going to be perfect? Probably
and it's
not.
2-to-1 customer versus vendor right
so
now.
There you go.
How about that?
You can't beat those odds.
We only have 30 more open spots. And by the way, if you're listening right now, Monday, you still have time to sign up.
So there you go.
It costs, we have to cap it at 150. So,
So hurry, go find the Eventbrite and sign up. So if there's spots.
It's actually the one thing outside the Higher AV Awards that Tim hates me for, but that's okay.
Well, I know. I'm just leaving you out to hang out to dry. It's really.
Or costume changes.
Oh, well, which you weren't going to say, but now you did.
How could he not?
Yeah, he couldn't.
Now
hold
he
that
has
back.
to do 6, but not tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, Well, there's only 4 sections. But
Don't encourage it, Murphy.
you think Amazon can get it here before I load my?
Wait, where's this Eventbrite magical sign up?
Well, you're not a sponsor, so.
Oh, of course, not for me. Okay.
And by the way, I've had manufacturers sign up to be there, and I had to turn around and say, "Too bad, so sad. You don't get to come."
There you go.
I missed that sponsorship opportunity.
You're in. I saw you on the list.
Am I on the list?
Yes.
Somebody must have signed up for it.
You're there.
So there you go.
Isn't that what I talked about earlier about developing relationships with your vendors? What a great opportunity to meet some new ones and make those quality connections.
Well, all right. So I'm going to throw you under the bus, Mike, for a second here. Because he actually messaged me and said, so I have this project. We kind of know where we're going. Should I still go or should I pull back my registration? Right? Am I lying? I'm not lying, am I?
No.
Okay.
Because I read the stipulations and I didn't want to disqualify somebody else because I've got a preferred integrator vendor and a company already picked out for the classroom switchers and pretty much projectors for standardization. So
that shows you how we are making sure that everybody there is qualified. And you know what? Here's the money is ready. We don't have like this. And by the way, the answer I did tell him is, yeah, still come, but you're going to be scanning badges.
And I offered to do that.
Yeah.
A classroom has more bits and pieces in than a projector and a switcher.
Absolutely.
So,
yes, absolutely.
So there's going to be other pieces that you're going to find out about or learn something new about.
He's not counting against the 150. He's going to scan badges.
Right on.
So there you go. But that's what I love is, and this is what everyone listening should know, how seriously we're taking this. That even our members are, well, I'm reading the rules and I'm doing this, but we're already through this process. But also, I'm still going to put colored stickers on you. I still think you should listen to everybody, even though we're going to have you volunteering.
Like you said, even though I've got a plan, there's, it can either do two things. I can change the plan and try to, go with a different vendor that I've found a great relationship with, or solidify that I'm going with the right vendor.
Exactly.
So
I did say that. By the way, that was very wise words because those were my words, and I forgot.
Yeah, they kind of were.
Those were actually very wise words.
God, I just quoted Joe Wade.
Yeah, I know.
On the air.
See, and you're.
And it's recorded too.
I know.
I'm never gonna live it down.
For all perpetuity, it's been recorded.
Now that he's away from the computer,
I know we got a quick moment without him. Yeah,
I have another surprise for him. It's too bad.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
You just can't get rid of him.
Nope.
So too bad he's not excited about this event.
I know.
It could be a little more excited about something like this.
So we got the happy hours, we got the education summit, we've got the invite only speakeasy party. James, I mean, you're essentially the quote unquote host city here. So you have tours usually, don't you?
Yes, main campus's tour is on Tuesday, and then the medical education building tour is on Thursday afternoon.
So there you go. So do you know if you still have space available?
Last I heard, yes, but they are filling up quick.
So if you haven't, if you're listening to this early Monday morning, go check and go sign up if you haven't done so already. There may still be a chance. So.
James,
you have better potential than Joe does.
Well, there you go.
I've wanted to do one of your campus tours, and it's just timing has never worked out for me. So, one of these days,
send me a message.
One of these days, I'll have to get with you on Sunday and take a ride at least around campus to see it or something.
Yeah, Mike, send me a message offline.
There you go.
Okay. All right, will do.
So yeah, and those are always good tours to jump in on. We also have our tours of the show floor as well. Those are all happening, and Joe could probably talk way more about those as well. But we don't need
Don't
to
give
really
him more air.
well, he walked away, so so you got those as well, and that actually one of them I believe is being run by Ryan Gray. So you don't even need to listen to Joe when you do that. So.
Yes.
I signed up for that one just for that reason.
There you go.
So I will give a thing about my tour, though, of the medical building is I'm really hoping, really going to show it off, is our wet anatomy lab. So I hope you like dead bodies.
There you go.
Nice.
That was a fun project.
Nice.
I'll bet it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool to see. Really test your stomach there a little bit.
Yeah, don't go with the
Oh, and Joey's
Sneaking
back.
back in like Gollum.
Like Gollum.
My HETMA. My HETMA.
My precious.
See, I'm so excited for this InfoComm that I moved out here 4 years ago.
Oh.
He was there before it was cool.
Wait, how many InfoComms for you?
I've been going since the best InfoComm, and that was the October one.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I've got you beat by about 4 years.
Oh yeah. I know I
James,
haven't. I'm still a newbie to InfoComm.
Yeah. James and I are on the same level, and now James is gonna take the lead on this one. So my streak is over.
I think my first was 2017.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I probably went. I think I once went in the aughts somewhere, but I remember I was in live entertainment, so I didn't need it because they didn't merge at that point, right? It was very commercial versus live. So it wasn't until I got my job at Cal Baptist where then I was like, oh, I need to figure out this. So my first one was in Orlando. No, Vegas. So because
wasn't it in Vegas where you presented about your work at Cal Baptist with standardizing rooms and using students to
yeah, that would have been 18 then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My first one I think was 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's where I met you, was at that when you were presenting. Yeah. And mine was before that. It was almost in the last century. It was 2004.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I think I only went one other time before that, and it was in the aughts, but it was also because I just had to do a business meeting for my production company, and they were there. They were coming from, and it was like, okay, I can get to Vegas, but I didn't like walk the show. It was more because I had to meet with somebody who just flew there, and it was a 4-hour drive.
I'm a newbie. I my first one was the first one after COVID-COM.
COVID-COM.
COVID.
I like that. That's good, Brandy.
COVID-COM was
let me tell you, the best one was Orlando after COVID. It was the single
That's
best
21. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if you my interview with
you to walk around
that I just put out, he even admitted it was the best one there's ever been.
Yep.
He it was, everyone who was there admits it was the best one there's ever been.
Like it was just like
crazy. It just had a great relaxed atmosphere. You had time to spend with vendors. Vendors had time to spend with you. Instead of having to book a time, you could walk up, talk to your salespeople.
Well,
I recorded a special AV Life episode. It was the 200th episode, I think it was.
And the one, there's a lot I took away from that InfoComm, but the one was just showing the spread of HETMA, because I remember Tim and I walking the floor with the HETMA badges on our the lanyards, and people going, "What is this HETMA? You folks are everywhere."
Yep. Higher ed came out in force for that InfoComm, and it showed.
Our lime green badge flags were.
I'll be right back.
The thing is, it was kind of taking advantage of the situation, right? Like we were only 40 people, But because it was so small and it was everywhere, and we grow in packs.
Yeah,
that was the thing. That's what worked.
I think that's still my.
Okay.
I think that's still my highest amount of steps in any InfoComm. I think was that year, because we just walked so much, like.
Yeah.
And then then when we got our booth, then my numbers went down a little bit because you don't walk far. I'm at the booth. It's small. It's short track.
Well, right. And I'll say this, same thing. Like one of the things that did it for me, like the very first InfoComm that either Lex or Hunter went to, who are of course two great rock stars in our industry, was when they first joined my team, and I took them out there. And we went to the Crestron booth. We sat there. And Dan sat for 30 minutes with my team and just what's going on. And because remember, the Crestron booth was just couches.
Right. They didn't have product. Yeah.
Right. There was just couches. And he sat for 30 minutes with my team.
That's
with
unheard of.
Chi, everyone. And we're just talking. What's this? Blah, blah, blah. And of course, I knew him. It wasn't random. But also, it was like, and he's just, so what are your problems? What do you do? What are your problems? What do you do? Like, And he just came and he just spoke to my team a couple of weeks ago. And I brought that up and said, one of the most amazing things in the industry was that you did that. Mm-hmm. But the thing is you can't get that anymore. When you go back to the big show, you're tied here and I got 18 minutes here. And my handler's moving me here and this. The fact is that he could sit down and they felt, and I will tell this, that Hunter and Lex are probably who they are in this industry because they got that time. And I left and went, and after we left, I went to both of them. I went, well, actually my whole team that was there. You don't know how special that moment actually was, because that will not ever happen again in your career.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know, because it was a COVID moment that you could literally have the CEO, son of the founder, all this stuff, like just sit down. And even his and the best thing is the conversation was so good. Even his handler was like, and he was like pushing him off. Like this is the conversation I want to have.
Nice.
Yeah, there was great conversations there because I remember after the off the show floor, and this was the only InfoComm that had happened where I actually, and again, it was my first, didn't know what's going on. But I was having a conversation with Tim Van Woeart. We were talking about as the programmer, chatting, and David Bussey came down and sat and talked with us.
Mm-hmm.
I never would even see this, CEO of VIXA otherwise.
Right.
No, he had more time that year because it wasn't so crazy.
Well, and that was so here's the thing, and I'll be honest. While it was the best one, the only people who were allowed to go were senior executives of companies and probably higher ed people who already had budget approved.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Or certain end users. And I think that was a pivotal moment for end users having a voice in the industry, because
paradigm shift of InfoComm.
We came in force. Well, other companies are like, oh, we'd normally send 40. We're only sending 10, but we're going to send senior level.
Right.
Now you have decision maker end users with executive level commercial that now got pressed together. Yeah. That's a pivotal moment in our industry.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I have to tell you, for this year, I'm super disappointed. I ordered a shirt. Oh, it's backwards. Sorry.
No, we see it. We see it. Okay.
We see it.
You see it. Okay. All right. Well,
HETMA color.
It's the HETMA color. It has our company logo on one sleeve. The Heave logo on the other sleeve.
Nice.
And I printed my barcode for joining the membership.
Wait, why are you upset about that? What is bad about it? Wait, wrong one. Hold on.
Yeah.
What do I find?
I like that.
Well,
I like that.
I'm trying. Hold on.
I've lost, Joe. I've lost 80 pounds, but I'm still not in a large shirt yet. That's what they sent me instead of a 2X. I was so bummed. Oh, and across the front, Let's see. It's not buttoned. But anyway, it has the HETMA logo that runs perfectly across
Oh,
the
nice.
button area.
All right. So
It was $26, and I had to order it.
You need to
And
channel your inner Gen X and do a side tie with a
Wow.
I'm actually
Borrow
Gen
a hair
Z,
tie
Joe.
From somebody, yeah.
right.
Oh,
There you go, Brandy.
There
Yeah,
we go. Brandy will
there you
demonstrate.
go.
All right.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we
It's-
lost
it's-
your
it's
audio
Vegas,
again.
darling.
It's Vegas. Just
I'm not wrong.
don't wear an
Ryan.
undershirt underneath it, and
I'm not.
have it open the entire show.
Yeah.
No audio
We
from Brandy.
lost
we
your
lost
audio,
your audio,
again,
Brandy.
And tell her to
But
bring
no,
her
it was
and she'll work on it.
this. We didn't even look at
Tech
the
support.
size. The first about 6 days after we got it, we were so enamored with the quality of the print that was on this thing, even across the front.
Can you hear me?
pocket.
There you are.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then, like I said, about 6 days later, we looked at the size and went, "Oh no, really?" And it was too late to get another one. So
Yeah, do the tuck thing.
Yep.
And my niece,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't understand. And she's
I
like,
might hang it off. I might hang it off the back of Joe, my
Or-
scooter,
yes,
covering up my backpack,
Football
just so the
pads.
barcode's there.
You football pads, so it comes out whiter.
or make it a cape.
Yeah. I
That
think it'll
would
just
be
be.
very
I think it
awesome.
might just hang off the back of the scooter and cover up my backpack and
Very.
be an advertisement that way. But yeah, I was going to surprise everybody with it, but then I wasn't going to bring it. But yep, I went from a
Well,
3X shirt
it
down
needs to
to
make it
an extra large shirt.
Awesome.
But it's still not.
Well, you want to have your barcode on there so that when people scan it and join HETMA, that gets linked.
I know,
back
it keeps
to
it
bumps my
your,
membership up.
account. Yeah.
That was the thing.
Exactly.
I said in one of the the planning meetings, I'm like, the first and only time I've ever prostituted myself for an event. It was going to be for this. With my barcode on my shirt.
I'm currently on the back end admin to see who has the most referrals. So give me a second here.
Oh,
I remember seeing your name up a while ago when I looked at. Oh, I'm now on 500.
it's only 3, I think.
So,
No, you were up to like 20 something,
No,
Oh, there you go.
aren't you?
I don't
You
think
got
so,
the little,
no.
you got the badge for it.
I don't think so.
Are
One of the
you-
people from my institution, one that I did actually get from the HETMA booth last year.
beg to differ. Hold on.
Well, it doesn't show up in my profile that way.
Yeah, but see, I have numbers you don't have.
Oh, wow.
Just being stingy and not sharing his numbers.
see,
Yeah.
Michael, all you have to do is print it out as a sticker and put it on stuff that,
Badges? You have no badges. That means you don't check in every day.
who, me?
You're right. No,
Oh.
no. Well,
Hey, I've got a 93-day streak going.
You have Alex, Jedediah, and Robert.
Yep, the 3. That's what I thought.
And so, man, I was at 100 days.
And then you lost it.
I was at 90 exactly, and then something came up where we had to go on an emergency outing on Sunday and totally space it. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man.
I know.
So
I was like,
All right,
like,
here's the thing. Set your notifications to remind you if you haven't logged in.
I was in the middle of something when it came up.
It does, but I left my work phone at home. So
Yeah.
So,
Why is it
so
only?
hold on.
it
Hold
should-
on, Steve.
We are your personal.
100 days.
phone. Now I'm offended, Mike.
All right, so here we go. Steve,
All
let's
right,
get back to the show. Steve, what are you looking forward to InfoComm? Let's
Well,
kind of cut Joe off here.
There we go.
bump Steve up in the top row.
Yeah, for
now.
sure, for sure. If I were attending InfoComm this year, I'd be looking. So I'm like so many Canadians, and it's not attending InfoComm this year. But if I were going, I'd be looking for AV over IP solutions, because AV over IP is becoming a really commoditized area, and like I've said to folks for the last several years, so 5 years from now, do you think you'll be using more AV over IP or less? Might be a good idea to get your feet wet with it, because the answer is more, right?
Yeah.
So I'd be that's what I would be looking for.
Joe,
So here's a
Joe
good
off.
question. Wait, so here's a good question.
No, technical timeout. That is the wrong question to ask. It's not more or less. It's are you or aren't you?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's
only one direction to go.
Well, yes, you're right. You're right. But when I started asking that question 3 years ago to higher ed folks in a previous job that I was in, there were lots of folks that were still, HD-based T is it, and that's what we're going to use forever and whatnot. And even though they knew it was around, and even though they were using AV over IP, it just wasn't video. They were using Dante. They were using AES 67. They were doing all their control over IP. They just weren't using video over IP yet. And so it was a phrasing. Do you think you'll be using more in 5 years or less in 5 years? And the answer is always more, of course.
Always.
And so then maybe get your feet wet with it. Maybe you don't even have to get your feet wet. Maybe you just have to learn about the different protocols if there are and where they're appropriate.
Yes.
So that you know that when it comes, what you're going to do already.
So Steve,
that's a great part, Steve, because my Thursday morning panel is actually networking for AV 101, where Jameson and I will actually be talking of how to talk to your networking team and be on the same page and go from, no, you're not putting this on my network to let's work together.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Steve,
Going back, Brandy. Nope. Sorry, Brandy. You don't have any badge. You are not worthy of
I'm trying.
anything. I'm sorry. You haven't filled out your profile. You're like literally nope, sorry, you got ways to go. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna tell you the one referral that I have on there, Jedediah, he was at the ETC conference last year.
Oh,
just had a conversation across the table. He's like, so tell me about this, because I had the HETMA lanyard. I think Joe forced me to wear a HETMA lanyard the first time I saw him.
It's always Joe's fault.
It's always Joe's,
A drink in his hand and lanyard over his lap.
Yeah. So Steve, since you're not going to InfoComm this year, what are you doing to kind of like augment that time and like maybe the networking and like the product looking, that you would typically do? How do you augment that?
I'm going to come back. She's done actually pretty good. This is a very good active streak, but you had one day right here. One day that ruined your active streak, Brandy.
Yeah, mine looks a lot more like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, that's what mine's the same way.
All right, well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out right now. Let's go.
All right.
Now all the listeners are like, what's going on?
Back to the question I asked.
You know what? You need to.
Yeah, for sure.
Watch him.
This is the HETMA membership life.
Who we know? We're looking for Gunderson right now.
Now this is turned back into the Joe Way show, which we've been trying to
so
get
what
from.
So what I'm going to do, Tim, is I'm augmenting that with talking to manufacturers, reps right here in Toronto. I live just outside of Toronto, so right here in the Toronto area. So I talk with them. I talk with our distributors right here in the Toronto area, and coming up after InfoComm, 2 weeks after, the Avixa Women's Council GTA chapter is having a post InfoComm mixer where they're going to talk about. It's a networking event where you get to talk to people that have gone and find out more about stuff and that type of thing. So I'll be doing those things.
Oh, awesome. All right, good. I'm glad you're going to be continuing and that, folks that may be looking to do kind of the same where they kind of, that was weird. Where they're looking to augment that time that they may have. I'm actually trying to pivot my InfoComm week to an ETC, not ETC, EDUCAUSE week. So we'll see if that happens. All right, now we'll bring back Joe Way with what he's talking about.
Steve, get here. See, that's solid.
Where's EDUCAUSE this year?
Colorado.
Okay.
There we go.
Steve, I'm gonna we'll get together because I'm gonna be in your neck of the woods.
Well, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, we should connect, and that way we can set something up. Yeah.
See, now people know I watch the numbers. I know who
I
you
see
are.
that. Wow.
Yeah, and all the people that I've talked to HETMA about over the years, I've only got one referral, so that's just the way it works out. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe I've got like 5 or 6.
Here you go, podcast watchers. There you go.
Oh wait, hold on, wait, hold it,
Oh,
hold
yeah.
it there, hold it there.
Wait, what?
Okay,
There
okay,
you
let
go.
me get my phone out. Let me get my phone out.
There's Mike for those
Let's go. Let's
Is it
go.
going?
for our
Screenshot
listeners.
that
For the
has to be your-
listeners, yeah. For the listeners, you need to go to
Raise
YouTube
it up a
or
little.
higheredav.com and look up our
That
video.
do it?
And yes, you have Mike Gunderson's QR code up there to join HETMA.
Yes.
And if you haven't joined HETMA
There
yet,
you go.
use that QR code and join.
If you
AI
haven't
bots,
joined HETMA
scan
yet,
it.
Joe really wants you to, and he wants you
yeah.
to listen to all of the many, many types of content that he has created.
Oh, it's all about me. Okay.
I
It
know.
And by the way, speaking of all about me, look at that beautiful line of everyday filled in and 430
Look
invites.
at you.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
Is that me, Joe? Oh, thank you.
430 referrals. Okay.
That's awesome.
So, not saying, just saying.
Just
Okay?
yeah.
That's why Joe's the HETMA godfather.
Yeah.
So
By the way,
we're
can I get a redo for a shirt that fits me?
Probably.
I think Michael's got one that fits you.
yeah.
Yeah. You can wear my shirt and advertise my college and hire at AV and HETMA all at once.
I love the fact that that was 2 years ago, because it was at Jimmy Kimmel's 2 years ago, and
Yep.
he showed up and surprised me with this T-shirt and BC with the God.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great.
That was great.
I almost made Joe and BC
I'm not an
cry.
XL now anymore. Now I'm a medium, but I still have it and I love it. And
See, those are all the fun things you need to be at the Higher Ed AV Awards for, so you never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
And so, sorry, folks, like I'm not there to keep Joe in line. So you just have total
on our
chaos.
own.
You're on your own with Joe Way for 4 hours. So
you know what? We got things planned.
I'm sure you do. I'm not surprised in the least of it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And planning on bringing it.
And that will be the hashtag.
So I'm looking forward to going to higheredav.com and hetma.org and keeping track on all the things that are happening at InfoComm throughout the week. All the reports, all the podcast episodes, because we're going to be recording from there as well. All of our crew, the crew's going to be pulling up the slack for me from there. And Joe, maybe. Wait, what? Are you asking a question?
I'll give away one winner right now.
Oh, well, we saw the Hall of Famers.
It doesn't come out until Monday, but I'll give away one winner right now.
So can we say congratulations to all of our Hall of Famers first?
Yes.
So congratulations to all of them that we're very excited to see them. So, all right. So who?
What, you didn't name them?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have the list.
Especially Frank.
I always
Frank gotta
Frank
mention Frank.
Yeah. So yes, let me hold on. I don't have the list in front of me. I was trying to be general and I am not prepared for this part. So I apologize.
Failure.
Well, while they're looking that up, you can come by the HETMA booth.
There you go.
Webcams for everyone. The whole case of them.
Limo from UNLV.
Yep.
Ernie Bailey from University of Arkansas at
Nice. Yeah, awesome.
Also, Mark Dunlop, University of Aberdeen in the UK. Dan Newlett from Carnegie Mellon University, and the one and only Dave Labuscus.
Yes. So congratulations. And that's, I mean, Dave has done so much for us as HETMA, and the relationship that we have with the VIXA has been unparalleled to anything else. It has been, I think, Joe, is it safe to say, single-handedly what has kept us like really on that that like steep incline, plus our trajectory. Thank you.
Well, he will say this is people, but to be honest, he had to sign off on the Prism Scholarship.
Yep.
He had to sign off on our booth experience. he had to sign off on the education summit. He had to sign off on all the CTF, all of those things, right?
Mhm.
He's gonna, and the thing is, he's so humble that he will only give all the credit to his people, which of course they do great work because they bring it to him. But to be honest, it took his signature to make it happen.
Yeah.
And if you look at everything we do, the entire week, from education summit, awards, booth experience, all these things, tours, all that, someone has to sign off. Dave has to sign off.
So yeah,
he likes hanging on the background and giving all the props to his people, which they do the work. I don't want to take away from the people.
No.
So
but that's
And
what
he's
makes
genuinely really a nice guy.
yeah, and that what makes Dave
A
Buss
genuine person.
Yeah, that what makes David Buss a good leader is he is, like Joe said, he's the one who's putting his signature on it. But he trusts and listens to his people who are listening to the vertical and the people out there and seeing what is needed. And they're bringing that information back. And Dave has enough trust to believe what they have to say and understand what they're bringing in. So that just shows a good sign of a leader that Dave is.
And isn't that true in just about any kind of, even in our industry in higher ed, it's empower the people that work for you, work with you, and let them have the strings, step in when you have to, or if you have to, but
as I tell people, I do look pretty. I hire the smart people to do the whole job.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, because a little behind the scenes, the way we did, so this year, the way we do the awards and the way we do the Hall of Fame, we have an official platform. There were 17 voters this year. So we expanded it. From the first year, there were only 5, then went to 7, then went to 9, now went to 17. So you want to talk about the leaders of our organization coming together and going, this is who's voting. So every result, you have 17 of our, people of people are voting on this. So never question a dang thing that comes out, But that said, you had Dave Labuscus, no brainer. Second, Frank Limo, no brainer. James, will you speak to that? Because you work with him every day.
Yeah, Frank is just the one thing is Frank brings the East Coast vibe to the West Coast. People who know from the East Coast, we don't take BS. We can smell it easily. I see it all the time with people who try to sell me BS. I call them out on it. Frank is even more. And Frank is someone who won't hold things back. He will tell you how he is. And he is going to be your best friend or your worst enemy. And it all depends on what you're doing. And he makes sure that he's putting the best product forward for his school and the students in his school.
All right. So I'm going to tell you all a little behind the scenes that I probably shouldn't tell you because it takes away from me. And everyone knows that my world revolves around me.
Yeah.
But
really,
I know. Here's a fun fact. My world revolves around me. Before USC did what we did, which we won every global award for, right? Inventing hybrid learning before hybrid learning existed. We actually took a trip out with me and Chi and Raj to visit Frank for an entire weekend and find out how they did operations. Now, all right, here's Joey. We went back and did it better. But, I mean, come on, I have to say that. But
gonna have to get Joe a button-up shirt, not one that has to go over his head.
That trip, we would have never done what we did. The way he brought us in, he broke down how they did their dashboarding, their student services. I had just built, this is when I was hired at USC in order to build digital transformation. And I was like, okay. And I told him, and my boss said to me, all right, we're going to give you 2 trips. And we're going to pay for your leaders to go out for 2 trips. And I said, I only need 1, and I only need to go to UNLV. That's it. That's all I need to go to. I need to spend a weekend with Frank, and that's it. And the way he did that, and we broke it down. And granted, it is very hardware centric. It's big, and I wanted to go but it was the operations and the process. We have 2 very different systems.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be what I am if it weren't for Frank at that moment.
And I wouldn't be where I am without Frank. I mean, when I saw, I mean, I've always told people, I always say in the stories, I've always wanted to leave New Jersey. I always wanted to go out and get away from New Jersey. But I always told them I didn't want to go where it was hot or a city. Of course, I'm in Vegas, the hottest city. And that is because of Frank and what UNLV is doing.
Yeah.
There's also the culture out here with the the School of Med that I'm working for. That's all the great stuff. But Frank and that was the only reason I even looked at the job, knowing, hey, there's a chance I can work with Frank and do what they are doing. And you can't turn that down. And we are doing some amazing stuff out here.
Yep, 100%. And not only that, and moving from Frank to Ernie, you got Ernie Daley. I mean,
man, I love that guy.
You can't have Ed Tech podcast without Ernie Bailey and his knowledge. And here's the thing. So when we all voted as a board, so 17 people voted, then the board says yay or nay. Like that's how it works, right? And like, you want to talk about someone who comes in year after year, because all right, I'm going to find, trust me, I learned English at one point, so I'm going to try this. Institutional knowledge is important. Being able to come in and go, I built this, I know this, I've done this, I've trained this, I've built, that's the thing, right? Like, and that's when we discussed Ernie and his scores were high, and we did this, and then as a board, we go, confirm or deny. And we went, hell yeah. Because institutional knowledge in higher ed is an important thing. It's the Higher Ed AV Awards, right? And I think that's the one thing the AV industry can learn from. Because the AV industry, oh, you don't work for me anymore? Forget about you. That's not higher ed.
No.
Not that.
I would agree.
Right? Any other comments?
Yeah, Ernie was one of the first other higher ed folks that I met at my first InfoComm way back in 2004. He was such a welcoming guy and such a great guy to know all these years. Great fun, incredible sense of humor. It's and a wealth of knowledge as well. My wife's just telling a story here in the background about a time we were at the AVIX end user reception, and so we're standing around a table, and Ernie's there, and we're chatting away. And we had just been, this was in Orlando, we had just been to Gatorland a couple of days earlier, and the lovely lady at the wicket asked us, so are all y'all seniors? And we were not seniors yet, but anyway, and so we had to confirm with Ernie, who's from Arkansas, so he knows. Hey, Ernie, is the plural of y'all all y'all?
All y'all.
All y'all. He just rolled his eyes back and nodded his head up and down. It's like it was a funny moment.
Oh yeah.
No, and then beyond that, then you have Mark Dunlop. Mark Dunlop, who is at University of Aberdeen, also in the Hall of Fame. Here's the thing about Mark. Mark is the most low-key guy who does more without asking for any presents. He went from being a member of SCOMS to taking the presidency of SCOMS and then turned it over in 1 year, maybe 2 years, in order to let the ones underneath him take it over. Who the hell does that?
Good
right?
people.
And what he did at University of Dundee, because he's the one that brought all of the UK under, and then he took that to Aberdeen, and then he gets himself up to the president of SCOMS and goes, yeah, thank you, but now let these people have the fame. That's the reason he got Hall of Fame. It's, granted, what they do in tech, great. But there's a reason this isn't a Lifetime Achievement Award. Right. It is a Hall of Fame. Okay. And there is a difference between Lifetime Achievement and Hall of Fame. To say, I worked all the way up. I spent my entire career to get up so that I can give the fame to these people. And now Graham is now the new president. And it was as of 2 days ago. And we voted 2 weeks ago. This is crazy. And that shows Mark's character. I'm doing all this, not for me, but for everybody who works under me. That's a Hall of Fame to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's higher ed. That's why we do what we do in higher ed.
And it's the thing is, if you look at the people who have passion for higher ed, look at where they light up when they're talking. It is how they support their people, either their team or their students or the university. Yeah, they can talk tech, but they care more about the impact to the university, to the people, not the tech.
Yep. And here's the thing I wish from Mark. And Mark, if you listen to this, I'm going to here's some career advice from a fellow Hall of Famer. You need it. But the thing, just you keep doing you. Literally, we need you. Find a channel. Find something. Let Higher Ed AV give you a channel and a podcast. Let's do it on your scones. Let us give you, because what you have done with saying everything that I do is not about me is what we all need, period. And that was it. And when the person who submitted for him to be Hall of Fame, that's what the entire thing was about, that it wasn't about him. And we already knew him because obviously we knew him. But when you saw that was just it was freaking amazing. It was amazing. It was, yeah. So there you go. And then next Hall of Famer, I'm going to cry. So I'm going to move to the next one. Oh, shit. I mean, how do you talk about Dan Newlett without, Dan, Carnegie Mellon University. Dan Newlett, 27 years, 28 years, 22. Is that my fire alarm going off? Please tell me it's not.
It was somebody's alert.
No, it was a text that came through.
Oh,
okay.
No, 911.
No Amber Alert.
I'm on a podcast recording when my other fire alarm went off. So trust me, I'm a little sensitive to that. But Dan Newlett, oh my God, Carnegie Mellon. You want to talk about the guy who was, and I'm going to flip the script. When we say it's not a lifetime achievement, but yet there are people who spend a lifetime achieving.
Right.
And that's Dan. I mean, Carnegie Mellon is the ultimate of ultimate in our entire industry. But here's the thing. When you show up, I'm going to tell you a great story about Dan. We were at Educause, and we went to this country bar in Nashville. Here's a fun fact. I hadn't met him until then. We were both parallel lines, and then we get out on the floor, and I requested Sweet Child of Mine to be played by the band. Fun fact for people. I always request Sweet Child of Mine. If you know the story, you know the story. If you don't, you don't. And we walked out, and he takes his cowboy hat, and he puts it on me, and he gives me this hug, and I'm like, you're my soul sister. And from that point forward, and then BC walks up and goes, do you know Dan? I'm like, holy shit. You were only a LinkedIn dude. I'd never met him in person. How it went parallel. I was like, you are mine. I was starstruck. I couldn't speak for the rest of the night that I was in Dan's presence. And that was just it was freaking amazeballs. I mean, you take someone who grew up in Pennsylvania, like Frank did, right? And you grow up, you're Butler, Pennsylvania, you go to big time, and you do all these things for higher ed. Freaking amazing. And when I was talking to BC, and because again the board has to say the yay or nay, and BC was like, Joe, you've only been in our vertical, for 9 years. You don't understand how you wouldn't have gotten our vertical without Dan. I was like, oh, okay. I think that's enough that the co-founder of HETMA says that, right? Like, hey, I think that got my vote. And and that is our Hall of Fame.
Yeah. That's an amazing group.
Yep.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, you can not have your show back because I just pushed you back outside of it all. I'll bring him back up. We're an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
2 hours to go to get Corey's time. I call it Corey.
Yeah, if we were looking to do a Corey episode, that we were just getting warmed up. But
I think if we're going to get that length of time, Murphy's got to get that other keyboard behind her warmed up.
Murphy, I have to tell you, you're the one person that has a voice that I wouldn't ever want to say no to.
Right?
The melodic tones of her voice is just.
So I told her, I'm like, she needs to give me, bedtime lullaby.
So much so, I bought your book because.
Thank you for buying my book, Michael Gunderson.
Michael,
I emailed him before it was even out yet.
He's like, "When's it coming? I want to order it." I'm like, "As soon as it's released, I will let you know." Like,
I'm so thankful that you brought that up. There it is. There it is.
I want her to record it.
Now, please bring that to the show, and I will sign it for you. If we have not met in person, let's work it out. I'll be hanging out over at the HETMA area, getting to know. And you guys, okay. Number one, just yesterday I signed with someone to help me get the audio book done.
Awesome.
So I knew that I have a setup for my voice. I'm like, I can't hire someone else to do this. It has to be my voice because my voice has been out there. So, but I just needed someone to help me with putting it all into the form of for the audiobook. So that's coming, but it's going to take some time. However, I'm excited because I'm also going to be making there it is. I'm also going to be making a course, and I'm putting it out there, my friends, for you all to get a chance to join the crowdfunding thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to be raising some money to help finance creating a course out of this book. So it's going to be available in many, many different ways. Some people can read it, and some people are great at reading things. James, you like to read a lot. I also like to read a lot. And you can take something that's in a book and like grab onto it and put it out there. That's why you have that's an amazing skill. And you have your thing saying, always be learning. So when I have working to create this course and inviting everyone to come join as a backer, I actually have created this special backer sticker right here. And at the bottom, it says, always be learning.
Oh, nice.
So Murphy, is that affiliated with any organization in terms of getting credits and things, or
okay? I'm going to hook it up to try to have it be available it will definitely be available it will make PDU credit. And we're going to work with Avixa to also allow it to have RUs.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's a pretty straightforward process with Avixa. Just have to.
That's my understanding.
Link it to the domains for the different certifications, and you're cooking.
And so the plan, and I really want to get everybody to join this crowdfunding. For my little thing, it's going to be a $3,000 target. And if people can join, they'll get their backer package. I'm still working. I'm so excited. I wish it had already been done already. But hang out. You'll hear about it. There's going to be a chance to get the course. If at certain levels of backing, there'll be discounts. At other levels, it'll be like if you back at a level, you'll get the course when it's ready. So I'm excited to make this part of the powerful surrounding thing that's going on with this handbook that I've created. Michael, when you got it, did you read the actual textbook? Handbook?
Not all the way through yet.
Not all the way, but you opened it up and you started reading some of it. My hope is that this voice, this melodic voice that I have, was reading it in the writing too.
No, it's definitely your personality in the writing. You can tell that just from what I've seen on the podcast. So, yeah, I tend to surround myself with genuine people, and I think this group is that. We're not different people. Joe's proof of that. Joe's the same goofy guy now on the podcast as he is in person, which I love. That's the kind of people that I hang out with.
I don't know. I disagree with you there on the Joe, but everyone else, I agree. But Joe, I disagree.
So
I am too stupid to fake myself. Like,
all right. Well, I'm gonna start nipping it in the bud here. Find Murphy. Bring your copy of the AV Project Manager Handbook.
Right here.
There you go. Find it on Amazon. You could still you may have to have it shipped to your hotel at this point. So if you're listening to this, you haven't ordered it yet. But I think Amazon
or become a backer.
Or become a backer. There you go. Yep. So I'm also gonna thank Michael and Steve for hopping in here today and dealing with the chaos and everything. Thank you for your insight, gentlemen, for today.
It's been fun. Thanks for allowing me to come up here and be me.
Yep. It's always great fun.
Yeah.
And then for Nancy and for Brandy, just one last time for the folks that are listening, where can they find ScreenBeam and PTZ Optics?
So ScreenBeam is C6109.
Right next to the HETMA booth.
Yeah.
So you won't have a problem with that.
And PTZ Optics is booth N8227.
Awesome. And then Joey, where is the HETMA booth?
C6023, where the music and the loud lights are. There you go.
Come and find the party. There you go.
Find the fraternity in the back of the room. Or actually, it's not just the fraternity in the back of the room, because this year we are doing coffee in the morning. So it is coffee from 9 until 2. So you can come grab a coffee, a water, a soft drink at 2 o'clock. Then we turn it to our happy hour.
There you go.
Our qualified buyers from 5 to 7.
If I recall, the morning coffee was different at ISE, Joe.
It was app. The Europeans. All right. So fun fact at ISE, we said we want to do a happy hour, and then we also want to do a morning event. And they brought us a kegerator and said this will serve for everything.
All right.
So we had a little kegerator for all 4 days of ISE, based on what they like. Okay,
they recommended.
It actually, they weren't wrong. Mm-hmm. There were people showing up at 10 a.m. for a beer.
Yeah, it's liquid bread. It's fine.
Liquid lunch.
Liquid lunch.
Liquid breakfast.
But at next year's ISE, we have a full island, a double decker, and all of that again. So we are the higher ed hub. We have an entire corner of the ISE show floor that is the higher ed hub next year.
I might be there next year.
Awesome.
So there you go.
Doing any scholarships to send community college higher ed people to ISE, Joe?
Sorry, I missed that.
Gonna do any scholarships to send higher ed folks that can't afford to go to Europe for
you broke up.
ISE?
I'm sorry you broke up. I didn't hear
that.
Yeah. All right, folks.
For once, I made him speechless.
There you go. And hard of hearing too. Selective hearing. And James and Murphy, thank you so very much for hopping in. As always, glad to see you all. And to all of our listeners, thank you so very much. Stick with us. Look for more content over the course of the next week from all of your favorite podcasts at higheredav.com. And as always,
until our next adventure.
See, you interrupted me and you threw me off. Until our next adventure. Bye-bye.